Hey everybody. There's no I have no idea what we're gonna do. I was taking a nap and I woke up again, so I'm having coffee. And I was asked to simply share a video with you guys. So I have no idea what this video is gonna be about or what we need to talk about. So we're just gonna hang out. If you have a cup of coffee to get or a tea or something, go for it. I got mine right here. Let's see, what can we listen to? Let's listen to Paya. Let's see what we all need to know for the rest of this day. By the way, it's still Monday, January 24th, 2022. It is 4:21 p.m. I was having so many weird dreams. So many. I've been up so many times today and gone back to bed and just chilling and relaxing. I don't know. Just very, very chill day today. It's been snowing like crazy outside. I don't know if you can hear the trucks plowing that snow in the street, in the parking lot. It's just been a really nice day of gently falling snow. Lots and lots of sunlight, as you can tell, while the snow is falling, which has been beautiful to look at. But I can't record it for you because I can't go outside and record a live stream because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. Yay us. The Hierophant and the Three of Cups. Good God. Please don't let this be another fucking lovers that don't want to be in love with each other reading. Because I'm going to smack some of you guys. Clarify the Three of Cups. Come on. Come on, man. You guys. How do you want me to read this? How do you want me to read this? And then the Hierophant, God telling me to go back to something that's not over. Come on. Hold on. Before I even get into this in any other way. Hungry is the man who finds salvation in a cookie. I'm not even going to try to get you to get this thing to focus other than this attempt, because we know how this camera works. It says hungry is the man who finds salvation in a cookie. Learn Chinese. The word for medicine is yao. Your lucky numbers are 17, 27, 31, 13, 45, and 37. So let's use yet another deck to clarify this, because I will not be accused of projecting onto this reading. What is this Three of Cups about? Journey. A journey towards who? Spirit, universe, God, mother of God. A journey towards. Okay. Well, what is this regarding? gift. What kind of gift? A fortunate gift of a wife and a child. So, what did I say when these two cards came out? That source, universe, your life wants you to go back to something that isn't finished. What has come out in clarification? Go back to something that God wants you to go back to that isn't finished. It's still growing. And there's gifts and treasures and prosperity and love and family, growth, children and legacies involved in it. So this is obviously still that same energy of somebody seeking advice on what they should be doing with their love life. Hungry is the man who seeks salvation in a cookie. Oh God. Okay, whomever is watching this reading in regards to what they're going through with this love situation, could you pretty please go pick up the phone or an email and just email the person you've been debating emailing on for multiple years and just write like an exclamation mark or a number and then click send. So when they respond to you, you can say it was a mistaken email. You didn't intend to send it, so that the communication opens up. That way you don't have to man up or woman up and take responsibility for your future. You can say it was a technical error during Mercury retrograde, but then this energy will be cleared, okay? Because it's been 3 days I've been doing these readings, and for 3 days, this energy of somebody being too scared to talk to somebody else has been coming through, including the stuttering to Toro from the Taurus reading energy. It's so silly. Why would you be scared of somebody that you love? What did you do to piss them off? Oh my God. Okay, we're going to do this again. What do the viewers need to know? God help me if it's another love reading. I cannot. I don't even have a fucking friend or a crush on the male person. Why would I be the one to read for love readings? I don't even have fucking relationships with my family as well as I used to. I don't even deal with my cat as well as I used to. Why come to me for love advice, bro? And why tell me to be the mouthpiece for love advice? I can see what you guys are doing wrong and I can find you the common sense answer, but that's because I don't deal with bullshit. You love someone, you tell them. You don't play games. You don't, manipulate the situation or like drag things on for years on end and shit. This ain't no TV show. Each breath matters. That person that you're avoiding. Oh my God. Oh my God. The person you're avoiding, that person, place, or thing, it's a fucking person. Sorry, I can't read it any other way. It's a person you're avoiding communicating with. You know that quote where it's like someone says, I wish I would have met you when we were younger? You two have the opportunity to meet while you're still younger, regardless if you're 70, 40, 30, or a teenager. But why aren't you two communicating? And it's not just about the person communicating to you or you to them. There's an energetic discrepancy. It's like one of you is waiting and the other one is denying. When the other one is ready, the other one's waiting. There's a frequency misalignment. And then some of you guys watch so many card readings betraying yourselves energetically, because in those card readings people say, oh, they're cheating, there's a third party, there's a karmic, there's a this, when the third party is in your head telling you not to do something that you know you should be doing, or to do something that you shouldn't be doing. Why would you guys waste the opportunity of love? Why would you waste the opportunity of closure or even an opportunity to say hello? Why would you walk down the street and see somebody and keep your mouth shut and not even smile? I mean, what kind of a person does that? Let's not offend anybody, right? But if you get offended, like stick your ass in a bucket of cold water. I don't give a fuck. But genuinely, if you're a person and you feel an emotional pull towards someone, why would you do this to yourself? If someone's running away from you and they're like, I'm not ready for love, okay, fuck them, leave them. Don't chase them because then you're doing this to yourself. If you're walking down the street and you see somebody with a bunch of bags and your hands are empty, why don't you talk to them and be like, can I help you with those? Are you far from here? Do you need help carrying those bags? But instead, people are like, oh no, you're going to steal my groceries. Bitch, I don't need your apples. I'm just offering you help. But people are so used to being hurt like this that whenever somebody offers them anything, they're like, oh no, oh no. Like, when was the last time any of you held a door open? Or are you waiting for a gentleman to come hold the door open for you? I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I've been both. I've been a man and a woman. I've held the door open every single fucking time for everybody else other than myself. It didn't matter when I was a boy or when I was a girl or when I was a hermaphrodite or when I was a fucking giraffe. It didn't matter. Human decency is human decency. Sure, I was a little more kaiju Roma when I was fucking not on estrogen because goddamn testosterone's a hell of a hormone. But at least I was still chivalrous. At least I was still a gentleman or a gentlewoman or whatever you want to call that. Others have blocked that energy off in them. They think, oh, because we're a woman, we have to wait for the man to do it. Oh, because we're a man, we have to wait for the right woman. And if we hold the door open for her, that means we get the opportunity to fuck her. Fuck you. Hold that door open for me. I'm a fucking goddess. Yeah, that's right. Hold it open. Let me walk through. Thank you. You guys need to, in some way, establish firmer boundaries within yourselves in regards to what you allow to lead your lives. You cannot be a princess in a tower and then betray every prince that comes towards you. You can't be a prince going to every princess trying to rescue her when that bitch put herself in that situation to be rescued because she wants money from you. Like, what are you guys doing? And then, oh my God, and then you guys watch all the stuff on the internet, in the ether, in the sky, online about people, right? Other card readers, other fake prophets and shit. And you're like, oh, they told me to block off an ex. Well, of course they did. So you can keep going back to their channel and giving them donations so they can keep leading you on. What your partner actually wanted to do, or your would have been partner, was they were waiting for you to talk to them like it's just you and them in the room. What you were doing instead, or what they were doing instead, is inviting the entire tribe into the bedroom with them and then saying, oh my God, is that herpes? Oh my God, is that an STD? Oh my God, am I pregnant? Probably. I mean, how many times did your legs open like the Golden Gate Bridge, allowing all those cars through? A lot, probably. Oh my God, the things that come out of my mouth sometimes. Oh. How many more falsehoods will you guys listen to before you see the truth in your own hearts for what you actually want to work on, instead of letting somebody else tell you how to work on it? When you're here on this channel, I tell you, follow your heart, right? Do what you're going to do and what you need to do. If you want to talk to someone, talk to them. If you don't, then establish it in yourself and release their energy. But figure out what you want. We can't keep looking at card readings and expect other people in positions of discernment and clarity to decide for us. Like, what do you want me to tell you to do with the love of your life that you're going to have children or not have children with? What do I have to do with it? You know, what does my ex's mom have to do with our relationship for her to have involved herself in it? What does my mom have to do with my relationship with any landlord here or neighbor here for any of them to involve themselves in that relationship? Nothing, right? It's just topic of conversation. So if there's a topic of conversation happening with you and someone regarding someone you are intimate with, why would you listen to their advice if it isn't the advice of do what you need to better that relationship or yourself in that relationship? But if they're just telling you, block it off, leave it, deny it, don't go back to that ex, go to the next one. This one's a karmic, that one's a twin flame, that one's baby Jesus reincarnated, and that one's the devil. Don't go down there. How do they know? How do they know? They're not even touching your skin, are they? They're not next to you. They're not sleeping next to you. They're not doing your laundry. They're not feeding you. They're not paying your bills. Most likely, you're paying their bills by watching their channels and donating hundreds of dollars to them. They're not doing it for you. They're telling you what you need to hear or what you want to hear so they can make money off you. When somebody really cares about your life, they're going to tell you do what you think is fucking right, but make sure that what you think is right isn't based on trauma. We mistake a lot of the things we want to do and we think they're right, but it's just defense mechanisms, fight or flight. So we can have somebody that we really, really, really love and we feel at home with, and we feel a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of sexual intimacy as well as emotional and mental intimacy with them. It's like a friend, like someone you're cut from the same cloth with. We can have those people in our lives, but when we let other people influence us, we start to taint that image of that person in our mind to where they become to us what the other person thinks they are, because they're not seeing that person face to face every day like you do or like I did. Do you have any idea how many of my friends told me before to have separated from almost every single person I was ever with? Oh, forget him. Oh, leave her. Oh, don't bother with that person. Oh, just move on from them. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Like, fuck you. Don't tell me to let go of shit. Don't tell me who I should and shouldn't love. And I listened. People were telling me the behavioral traits of a narcissist and having me apply them to the person I was in love with until all I could see was narcissistic traits, whether he was narcissistic or not, whether I had them or not. I couldn't see the love in the situation anymore. Our home wasn't a home anymore. It was instead a battleground of other people's opinions. All because they weren't there in the bedroom. They weren't there when we were having dinner. They weren't there when we were just sitting there eating ice cream, or he was on his iPoodle pad thing and iPoodle. And I was on my computer playing, I think, like, what was the Black Desert? I don't know. Just those simple moments at home, man. Like sitting by the fireplace and just putting logs in the fireplace while your partner's behind you reading a book and you notice they're looking at you. So you look behind and look at them and all they do is smile. These card readers don't know those moments you have. They don't know the moments you sat there in your breakfast nook feeding each other little breakfast sandwiches while you guys are doing your work from home thing. They weren't there. They didn't see how your partner or your ex or your future partner or your would be partner kisses you or touches you, or how their skin to skin contact feels with you. They don't know the chemical reactions within your body. They don't know your health, your mental state. They don't know how much water you drink or you don't drink. They don't know how much you exercise and don't exercise. All they know is the energy they're supposedly reading. And most of these YouTube and TikTok Insta witches don't know shit. They don't come from lines of witches and oracles. They don't come from royal bloodlines. They don't even come from bloodlines where magic has been gifted to them or the gift of prophecy or foretelling. It's been denied them because God knew that they would use it for money. And here are most of you throwing money at them. And it's a part of their life for them to learn that, because eventually that money is going to be taken from them because that money was gained through deception. Therefore, it'll fall away when the light of truth shines on them. So why would you base your life and your relationships on them? It's like my grandmother listening to a freaking TikTok card reader and then deciding to divorce my grandfather because of it. How stupid. How stupid. And then we look at the card reader saying, oh, your ex is returning. Oh, your future partner will be there around the corner. And we're like, yeah, okay, that bitch is returning. No thanks. Let me lock my door. But the next video is like, oh, this person's in a karmic third party and they're cheating and they have 74 babies and they're fucking monkeys sideways in a zoo. And you're like, oh my God, that's my ex. What? What? But I told you to go love that person, to go hug them and forgive them and to go have coffee and to move on. But you'd rather go listen to them cheating and fucking monkeys in a zoo? So you're just looking for tarot for entertainment then, right? You not real guidance? And then people wonder, like, what, Roma, Celeste, why don't you show your fucking face on camera? Bitch, do you want to see my facial expressions of the energy I read here? Because, fuck, I can make some memes out of that. Do you want a king? Or do you want the lion following a man and his torch? Or do you want the man leading the lions and regrowing the deserts into lush rainforests? Ugh. I feel like I'm talking to grade school children, being like, do you guys want a third grade teacher, or do you want to go back to preschool? You guys know this. You guys know this already. 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. You guys know that people lead you astray to keep you in a negative state so they can siphon that negative energy off of you and transmute it into money. Because one of the most basic things these TikTok Insta witches learn is how to make money. And how do they make it? Fake eyelashes, fake tits, fake hair, fake makeup. I don't care if it's a male or a female. Do not give a fuck. They use sexuality to gain money. They pull on heartstrings to gain money. They cause grief and breakups to gain money and more power. They tell you you're cursed so they can sell you the cure. They tell you you're poisoned. Here's the medicine. They tell you your ex was a liar so you can keep watching them and giving them energy. Then they take that energy and they transmute it into money for themselves. They buy a house while you're sitting there going, where's my husband? Where's my wife? Where's my partner? Why isn't my business picking up? Well, theirs is. And if you would have focused on your own energy as much as you focused on the false prophets, maybe those pentacles of balance of earth, air, fire, water would land in your hands instead of being lifted up out of your hands. This is why I always tell you, when you come to my channel, click the fucking like button and reclaim your energy. Claim your energy, breathe, ground, wiggle your toes, have a question for what guidance you're seeking. And if you're watching the videos for entertainment and for fun, come and hang out, talk, chat. If there's some advice you're gaining, say thank you. If there's some inspiration or wisdom you gained, say thank you. Share it with the collective. That way you're not being part of the people that are taking, you're actually part of the people who are remedying this in any way you can. And, you know, on a global scale, on a whole collective scale, okay, this entire thing that I've been trying to get you guys to see regarding false psychics is a lesson from source to you guys, from Father God, which some of you call Jesus the Christ or Yeshua ben Joseph, and some of you call Yahweh and Yaldabaoth, Father God, and I mean, whatever your perception is. There's also Mother God or Mother of God and Source of all creation. So it doesn't matter which way you label it, right? God knows when you're talking to God. But the people you go to that claim to work with God sometimes don't. They use your energy and reflect it back at you so you think that they're as holy as you are. There's a lot of channels like that. I don't know if you've noticed them. Their names, their demeanor, their appearance, it's all fake. They're not sitting in front of you in a fucking bathrobe with a cup of coffee telling you to stop listening to lies. I don't have anything to gain from you. I don't know if you've noticed on my channel, I barely even get any likes. And it's not because the information is wrong, it's because you guys can't see that I'm telling you the truth most of the time. Because it's so way out there from what you've actually experienced, because people are constantly telling you exactly what you want to hear. And when you come to my channel, I tell you the last thing you want to hear. The last fucking thing, the truth. That you've been lied to, you've been manipulated, you've been betrayed, not by the people in your life, but by the people you've watched in your free time. And why do I tell you this? I wonder. Because I fucking love you. And I tell you the truth every single fucking time. I've told you to measure the frequency of my voice with a device you can install on your phone app. Have you done it? Probably not. I've told you if you don't fucking believe me, get your own cards. Pull them out while I'm pulling cards out. Get the answers for yourself. See what adds up. Use your discernment. Have I ever told you to go back to an ex that was abusive? Or did I say make peace with that ex within yourself and with that ex so that energy doesn't linger in your next life experience? Have I lied to you about the Saturn moon matrix or reptilians or the Illuminatis or the fucking secret societies? Or have I told you the exact truth and how I've been abused by them as well? Have I lied to you about who I am? Or have I told you the blunt truth that seems to be so fucking unbelievable? Right? Like, I don't have any reason to lie to you because when I'm not in this supposed matrix, we're all friends on the other side. It's just here that we're separated. So why would I be stupid enough to lie to you here and then go look at you there and think that you don't know that I lied to you here? Of course you know if I lied. We're all connected. So how do you think the people that lied to you are going to be looking at you when we're all out of this matrix? Are you really going to look at them and say, I forgive you? Or are you going to be so beyond human capacity of emotions that you're not even going to know how to respond? It'll just seem neutral because you're not even going to care. But while they were here, they abused you, they stole from you, they lied to you, all with the expectation and knowing that when you leave this realm, there won't be shit you can do about it. It'll just be karma on both parts. And then God sends us here as messengers, different aspects of itself, to say, hey, buddies, hey, human collective, hey, little birds in the trees and the trees themselves, hey, little oysters and seashells, you guys don't have to suffer. And the only suffering is caused by other human beings that lie to you. And some aren't even human. And you guys are like, oh, no, 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 no. We're going to go over to that one with the big titties and we're going to throw $100 donations at her. And I'm sitting here trying to find catnip for Lily. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't have to give her that money. You don't have to give me that money. How about you save that money and go build a little birdhouse outside your window or your trees for those birds that are freezing? And you're like, no, we can't do that. That bitch over there with the titties, she needs to have money for a house. We got to give her that. Okay, well, that bitch with the titties can go strip. You don't need to give her money for a house. She has big enough titties where she can buy her own house or hammer those nails into a house with her titties herself. You don't need to give her your money. What needs your money and your reciprocation is the universe, who has spent its entire existence creating you. That's what you should be paying attention to and giving back to. That's why it says give 10% back to your churches, right? It's not about the building. It's about the church inside you. You are the temple. And if people are around you, then they are entering your temple. And if you have Insta bitches and freaking TikTok witches and YouTube boob tube whores that you're giving money to, guess what you're done doing? Holding your stick in a fucking desert while they're waiting for you to die so they can take the rest of you. Because they're vultures, they're thieves, they're incubi, they're succubi, they are demons, they are entities, they are thought forms. Most aren't even humanoid. They're humanoid synthetics, they're replicas, they are clones or glamour-based reptilians who are either ill-intending or good-intentioned. Some of them are gray aliens, some of them are Pleiadian hybrids, some of them are Lyran hybrids. Others are from Mars that have lived on colonies in Mars that you don't even know about because it's been wiped from your memory. Others of us, and myself included, have lived on Mars and created families there, and we've been regressed back to this life, de-aged, mind-wiped, and allowed to continue while there was a clone of us here existing on autopilot. You guys don't know this. You guys don't know this at all. You can tell me to not say this as much as you want. I'm going to say this. You guys don't know this, okay? You don't know that some of the card readers you're watching aren't even human. They're not even real people. It's a CGI, computer generated image on your screen. Can you see their aura? Can you see mine? Can you? Do you see how difficult it is for this camera to fucking focus on me? Or on anything I put in front of it? Why do you think that is? If I was fake, wouldn't it instantly focus? Wouldn't it instantly be picture perfect? Wouldn't my teeth be ideal? Wouldn't I have all this grand makeup and the perfect body after transitioning for 4 years of hormone treatments instead of being abused with incorrect hormone dosages, levels, with dentists who broke my teeth, dentists who injected mercury into my fucking gums to poison me that I spent years recovering from? Nobody knows about that, and I had no way to even sue them or to do anything legally because those dentists were working for the you-know-whos every single fucking time. And then people are like, oh, there's targeted individuals. You do realize that some of those TIs are also working with the false prophets on the internet, right? Do you really think just because it was 2012 that suddenly the entire world gained clarity and intuition and there were millions of card readers? Really? I'm fairly certain I was one of the first like 10, 15 card readers on fucking YouTube. And then boom, there's millions of them. And where's my channel? Still under 400 subscribers after 4 years. Does that make sense to anybody? Anybody. It doesn't even matter who I am. It doesn't matter regarding the ego. Does that make sense for any person that opens a YouTube channel and has over 500 videos on their channel to have less than 400 subscribers and less than 10 likes per video? It doesn't make sense, does it? So if we look at it from a logical point of view, what does that mean? That my channel has been focused on, copied, slandered, shadow banned, and has been observed and targeted. What does that mean? That truth is spoken here. What does that mean? That I'm from a specific bloodline. What does that mean? That I have a birthright here. What does that mean? That the looking glass technology was used to see into the future timelines to see what I would have been capable of. And my timeline was altered and fucked with so that I wouldn't be able to reach that point in the timeline. And instead, the wisdom and the clarity and the path I would have walked was given to Bezos and Neil deGrasse Tyson and all these other fucking idiots and people like Abraham Hicks and blah, 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 who were shills and placeholders for the role that Roma would have fucking fulfilled, leading a nation of Amazons, transgenders, LGBTQs, parents, children, and grandparents, and the wise great grandmothers into a new age of Aquarius. But lo and behold, I'm stuck in a fucking retirement home before the age of 45 due to an ex who is associated with those people and multiple people who are associated with those secret societies. All the while, I get sat here with the fucking mind wipe every other fucking day. Why? I don't know. Apparently, I get too close to it. And then people are like, "Oh, she has multiple personalities." Bitch, I have one and I'm divine. If you think I have multiple, then you have no idea about the intricacies of the human mind. You guys must establish that what you know in science fiction is science fact. It's only called science fiction to deceive you. Science fiction is science fact. If you cannot see that you're the technology used in a cellular phone, if you can't see the possibilities of that technology on a grand scale, you have a little mind. If you can't see the technology of a satellite in a grand scale of what that little piece of satellite technology can do, from evil to good, global positioning satellites. If you can't imagine the worst or the best, you have a small mind. If you can, then you're called a conspiracy theorist. You look at the planet and you see millions of life forms, millions and billions, and some that have gone extinct. But you never ask, why don't the trees grow past a certain point? Why are the mountains not taller? Why are people so short? Why are we stuck in a loop? Do you really think? Now, let me clarify this for you on a cosmic solar system level, okay? Because if any, I have not many things on me are small, least of all my mind. A human being rotating on a fucking planet that's rotating supposedly, or is flat supposedly, I don't give a shit, around the sun, and the sun is spiraling with its binary that you can't see around something else, and they're spiraling through a universe around a galaxy, and that galaxy spiraling around something else. And you think that just because one of these went around one of those that you aged. Now go ahead. Let that sink in for a minute. I'm going to sip my coffee real quick. So you think that just because the earth is spinning around a fucking ball of fire, that it causes your genetic system to age. Okay. And you think the water down here that you drink and pee and poo in and bathe your body in stops when you reach soil. And then you think the air is different than the water. And then you think space is different than the air. Why would you create so many demiurgic boundaries for yourself? Why? You are boundless and limitless. The universe is boundaryless. What makes you think a different density of water, soil, air, oxygen, and space molecules are going to do to your vessel that's made out of all of those? You think if you're flung into space, you're just going to freeze? It's cold up there? Really? I thought it's even closer to the sun. So why would it be cold? Go ahead, I'm waiting. And then you guys are like, oh, only Superman and superheroes and spaceships can fly in space. Okay. Sure. But if I shoot lightning out of my hand through the sky for you, then I'm faking it, right? But if a spaceship, a metal bucket, attempts to explode itself off the surface of the planet into space, that's logical. But if somebody tells you you can levitate, oh no, that's illusion. Like, do you remember how this came up upside down? What if you're in the upside down? The other day, I was having a dream where I was standing in front of this woman who was, I swear to God, she must have been like 10 feet tall. Hey, Sarah, did you hear that? Somebody just said, hey, Sarah, outside. Sarah means moon in Assyrian. This woman stood in front of me in black and white. She had a long, beautiful black and white dress on that had starbursts all over it. It was a black dress with white starbursts. Her hair was blonde, almost pristine white, in dreadlocks, and she had the most beautiful eyeshadow and makeup on that was so simple and pristine. She looked like a fucking goddess. And she stood in front of me in this apartment, but it was the upside down of this apartment. The ceiling was the floor. This floor was the ceiling. And I looked at her and smiled, and she smiled back at me, and we were upright, and I fell backwards as if I was lying back in bed, and then I was in bed, and then I sat up in bed, and I was in this apartment again, right side up. What if we're in the upside down and everything we see is the upside down? Wouldn't that mean that we're already in water? That the air we're breathing is actually some form of liquid? Wouldn't that mean that we can fly in space and we can just lift off the ground and fly off on Earth? Wouldn't that mean that the magic we are being gifted with is actually to be used to benefit the Earth instead of doing hexes or curses or fucking return to sender bullshit or frenemies or whatever? Wouldn't it mean that we're supposed to use that magic to heal the rainforests and to, give fertility to the bees and to plant and, bloom the flowers with our magic, to help the trees grow, to imagine different kinds of trees and bring them into existence, to imagine different forms of animals and life, different libraries of existence, different forms of human beings, different birds, different bees, different flowers. But instead, we're sitting there going, how can I bring my twin flame back? Bitch, your twin flame is running away from you because you've been busy talking to other fucking psychics about what to do with your twin flame. And they're not even psychics, they're psychotics. So you want this guy to stop tending to his garden to tend to yours? Well, guess what he's doing? He's growing flowers to bring to you. But are you going to notice them? Or are you going to be like, oh, I see, that psychic told me he was coming back. No, that psycho told you because she wanted you to give her money. I'm telling you that he's coming back the moment you stop listening to those other bitches and actually take a leap of faith within yourself to decide for yourself whether you want to entertain this or not. Because this guy could be literally standing outside your door, outside this matrix construct, waiting for you to emotionally unlock the Rubik's Cube emotions inside you into a coherent pattern of acceptance, non-judgment, and willingness to find closure or progress forward. He's waiting for that. And the moment you feel that and you feel your sovereignty and you trust your own guidance, he shows up, or she. But if you're waiting for somebody to tell you what to do and you're giving control of your mind and your energy to someone else, and you're like, please tell me, is he coming back? Baby, they'll tell you whatever you need to hear to get you to give them money. How many card readers have you seen who are buying houses based on the money you've given them? How many people on the internet have you seen, no matter what their platform is, that have perpetually gained in prosperity due to their platform, not due to their character? How many wands come together to break a heart? so that they can bleed it dry. A lot, right? Especially on the internet. Eight of Wands. And this Eight of Wands is upright. The Three of Swords is in reverse. If you really want to communicate with someone, let nothing stand in your way. Don't wait for a fucking confirmation from the universe. You are the universe. Happily ever after is right there for you. But lo and behold, I don't want to be with somebody who's waiting for someone else to tell them what to do. Or waiting for somebody that we're at a Starbucks and I'm like, what do you want to drink? It's my treat. And he'd be like, I don't know, give me a minute. 5 minutes pass. Okay, babe, do you know what you want to drink? Something sweet. You're at a fucking Starbucks. What do you want to drink? I don't know, coffee. Okay, so you're just not going to decide? Well, I'll decide in a minute. Why don't you get something? I'm going to sit here and play stop and go for a little bit. Well, what's that person getting? Maybe I should get what they're getting. Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords in reverse. So many people interfering in your love life for no fucking reason other than to interfere in your love life because they were paid to interfere in your love life. And you guys are thinking, oh no, these people are good people. There's like good card readers online. Absolutely. Maybe 1 in every 1,000 is an actual oracle. Or not even an actual oracle. An oracle is a mouthpiece of God. That means that oracle has to be doing the things to do that an oracle knows how to do to be a fucking oracle. They can't just say that they're an oracle. God decides that. God has the last say. There are others who genuinely are. They're beautiful spirits and they come across passionately and fire and, with a lot of fire, and you can see Christ's passion in them. But others, they can't even say Christ. They can't even say Jesus Christ because it haunts their demons. Others can't even say Yahweh or Yaldabaoth because they're afraid of an archon. Those aren't real oracles. You cannot be a real oracle if you play a game of dividing light and dark. There is no separation in light and dark. If you're still fiddling in light and dark separation and you think that archons are bad and aeons are good, you're still in preschool, baby. If you think you're intuitive and you're speaking God's word to people, or you're speaking energy translation to people, but you cannot tell whose energy that is in a way that gives discernment clearly, you're not really a intuitive. You're simply learning the difference between the different colored crayons in the crayon box. There's a time for amateurs and there's a time for masters. And then there's a time for oracles. An oracle, a true oracle, has nothing but herself, God, and the world inside of her. When a true oracle channels, there is nothing else but God within that vessel. Gaia, God, Goddess, Christ energy, consciousness, illuminated by the sun and the solar system, in connection through all the energetic currents down into the earth, through your solar, sacral, and root, out your heart, out your throat, out your mind, and out your hands, into the world, as God, in the world. Others listen to totem animals. They listen to synchronicities, coincidences, symbols, and symbology. They listen to what other people say cards mean. They listen to what other people see. They use psychiatry. They use mental diagnostic books. They use labels. Others use energy. And then those that use that energy are on different levels. But a true, genuine fucking oracle does it all without even knowing. Because what she does is remove herself and allow God in. And God has no worry or remorse regarding wiping out an entire planet, an entire universe, snuffing out a life, or breathing life into an entire new creation. It happens before you even knew it was going to happen. So if you want to be with a real oracle, it's time to check your discernments. You guys have to establish some form of clarity and a routine of clarity within your minds, where every morning you wake up and the first thing you say is, thank you, God, for my life. Thank you for my high levels of discernment. Thank you for my family. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for truth. Thank you for light. Thank you for food. Thank you for warmth. Thank you for my feet that can walk. Thank you for my toes that help me balance. Others of you are waiting for life to happen to you. You're waiting for card readers to tell you what's going to happen so you can be excited about it. And then when they tell you what's going to happen, some of you are like, nah, no, it's not. I don't want that person back. Are you sure? If you didn't, why is this energy coming up in these readings? Oh, it's just stagnant energy that's been there. Just working on getting rid of it. Okay, then why haven't you yet? Because I secretly don't want to let go. Okay, why not? Because you secretly want to work with them. Then why don't you? Because somebody told you not to. Who told you not to? Oh, the other person on another YouTube channel. Oh, so you listen to other people tell you what to do with your heart and your mind. No, but you did. But you did. And what did it cost you? The love of your life. And then you guys are like, oh, there'll be more, there'll be others. But none like that one. None like that one. We are not doing those three again, just so you know. 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and this douchebag again, 7 of Cups. If you're still confused on who you love, then do yourself a favor and go take a nice warm bath and be less confused. Because confusion is an energy of the devil caused to keep you away from that which is meant for you. So if you're confused about being with someone, or you're so adamant about not being with someone, then you've been manipulated. There has been work done on you. 8 of Pentacles. And you don't need to go see any witch or any magic practitioner to get rid of any energetic work done on you. You can just cleanse yourself. Ask for God for help. Ask your guides for assistance. Ask them. You have a direct source connection. Use it. It's the same cards. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Fool. Betraying yourself by denying your own happily ever after because of what other people tell you to do. Letting things end that should have never ended because other people told you. What can viewers expect from this day? A gift? That's nice. Tangible, emotional, or energetic? Oh, a tangible gift, or a gift that brings you joy regardless of how it gets there. Now, is that gift going to show up to you and be like, hey, I'm right here? Maybe. But first you have to dig the ditches, right? Like it says in the Bibles and all those books. Prepare for what you want. The universe is telling you you're going to get a gift today before you go to sleep. It's going to help you feel joyful. Which part of you says, yeah, okay, whatever? Kill that part. Destroy it. Love it, nurture it, put it in the box, put it away. Let yourself actually feel good for today. Cheerfulness. Alrighty, righty. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Eight of Cups. Time to leave behind the negativity you've been holding on to. The doom and gloom, the, oh, it'll never work with that person. Oh, I'll never get that money. Oh, I'll never be that pretty. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let yourself heal. Let yourself receive. Let yourself be famous. What does that mean? That means the thing inside you that says, ooh, woo, my life sucks. So you have self-respect, happily ever after, peace, serenity, and healing, and success in all you do. And all you had to walk away from was the thing you were holding on to that was keeping that vibration in you. You don't need to let go of people. You don't need to let go of, frenemies. Just let go of this emotion. This is an emotional state. It is not caused by someone else. It is caused by you. Let go, not of an ex, not of a partner, not of a family member or a job. Let go of this. This is why people tell you, oh, you need to let go, and you walk away, but they don't elaborate. Because they want you to let go of that energy from that person, because they can manipulate that person etherically and steal their energy when they're heartbroken because they lost their love. Because you thought you needed to walk away from them, when what you needed to walk away from was the poverty consciousness in your mind. And they trick you. They tell you, walk away from that ex, they're terrible. Walk away from that friend, they're terrible. Move to another location, the place where you're at is terrible. Because they're manipulating you. When what you really need is what God's telling you. Stop pretending to be poor. You are a child of God. This cannot exist with this. This comes after this or before this. And the only reason this energy exists is because you allowed it inside of you. And the only reason you allowed it inside of you is because you thought that being victimized would bring you sympathy. Admit it. It's okay. It's like a child and it cries for attention. That's all it is. See? You're not a child anymore. Stop crying for attention. You have God. And if God is going to help me or you or anybody, whether it's Jesus Christ or Yahweh or whoever you want to call it, male or female, whatever genitals you want to put on God, if God is coming to help you, guess what God's going to do? Bring hands like mine with either money or wisdom to you, and then hands like yours with either money or wisdom to me, because it's God working with God. There's not going to be some like floopy angel coming down saying, oh, lo and behold, you should go back with your ex. No, that's kind of our job here, but you don't really listen, because we're trying to help you weave a tapestry that's supposed to be there, which means unweaving a tapestry that's not. So if part of the tapestry of God, goddess, is to bring you back with someone that's an ex, then maybe you should do it just for the 5 fucking minutes that God is asking you to do it, so that thread connects, and then you two can go on your own way. But those threads, like knitting and crocheting, need to come together. Doesn't mean that it stops there. It means that they need to come together, and others, and others, and others. So get over yourselves, be adults, talk shit out, stop giving your money to hookers and liars unless you're actually enjoying it. And please, stop lying to yourselves. It's embarrassing to see how much people lie to themselves here. And then I have to see you in dream state, and then we have to sit there and pretend you didn't lie to me as badly as you did while we were here in this world. And then you want me to look at you with respect in that world. How? How can I look at you, whoever you are, in any timeline, in heaven on earth, when I know that in this reality, you were a coward, a liar, a thief, and easily manipulated? And you gave your money to people who used you instead of people who helped you. That some of you couldn't even click a like button, but you want me to embrace you and to help you build a kingdom of heaven on earth? And I am, and still? That's called boundaries. And we need to establish better boundaries within ourselves and with others. And when you guys see other genuine card readers, like other genuine oracles who come from actual bloodlines of powerful witches and powerful kings and queens and pharaohs and royal bloodlines, support them. When you see the real deal out in the world, support them so that the energy of the real deal expands and the energy of the Walmart witches decreases. The more you guys sit there on channels that have thousands of flavors in them and multiple different ways and whatever, where they fuck things over for you, and you're pouring money onto that, and then you're like, oh, look at the world, it's gone crazy. Where are you putting your energy? If your money is voting, are you voting for the oracles of God? Or are you voting for the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube witches, bitches, and false prophets? Are you putting your money in the naturalists, the healers, the witches, the herbalists, the energetic healers, the shamans, the mystics, the ones doing spell work to heal the rainforests and to grow plants, the ones doing magic to perpetuate goodness? Are you giving them money? Or are you giving money to the people telling you your ex is cheating with a fucking orangutan in, Lincoln Park Zoo? Are you giving money to people in positions of power who are abusing that power? Or are you giving money to people who will be in positions of power and will not abuse that power? And do you know the difference? Are you giving your money to people who have billions of dollars already? Or are you giving your money to people who can barely afford to pay their rent? Where is your money doing good for the world? For you to claim that the world is messed up, as if you didn't have any part of it. Before this whole virus thing started, do you guys remember the videos I was posting before any of this was brought into the news? Can you guys go back and watch the videos from 2019 and 2018 and see how much I was trying to inform you? But you guys missed the whole point. You were busy judging me. You missed everything I was telling you, and you were busy focusing on me and my apartment and my finances and my mental state instead of realizing I'm trying to help you guys. Then some of you went to other channels and started pouring money onto them, and you shit talked me through emails, and some of you even messaged me for private readings and emails while you're bitching me out in the email. Yeah, you, Catherine. Don't fuck with me, bitch. God sees you. I don't even have to lift a finger. God sees exactly what you guys are doing. And God has given you the world. It's given you so you can see where your money is going. You want to support real Amazons, or you want to support some idiot that stole the name Amazon and is pretending to be a fucking Amazon when he has no hair? An Amazon is a fucking warrior goddess, man. A landowner, a powerful sovereign woman, a ruler, a queen, a mother, a war fighter, a huntress, a priestess, a shamaness, a leader. An Amazon isn't a fucking ship and delivery service. Get out of here with that bullshit. If you're trying to help somebody with with donations. Why would you throw money at somebody who's obviously benefiting materially from your donations when your energetic contributions should be going to help the world be better, even if it's just your garden and where you stand? I'd rather you go buy yourself flowers than donate to me. But some others are on these internet channels. They're like, "Oh, you better donate." Excuse me? No, you don't have to donate. Go plant the flower. Go plant the tree. Ugh. You want to help the children of the world? Why don't you go build an orphanage? Why don't you go adopt? I mean, come on, guys. There's so many better ways to do things than the way we've been doing them. And then the people that were commenting on my teeth, like, if you really cared about the well being of my teeth, wouldn't you have helped me gain enough money to go get them fixed? But instead, you've insulted me. So why should I even bother listening to you or assisting you? But then you go to other card readers and they have veneers on, and you're like, oh, their teeth are perfect. Not really. You have no idea what's underneath all that fake shit. You have no idea. At least I'm honest about my fucking flaws that have been caused upon me and that have been caused by me. Like, I've been abused physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially my entire life. I've never had more than $900 a month. Never. I don't even know what it's like to have my own car that's paid off. I've never had one. I've never had fucking name brand clothing. I've never fucking had name brand makeup. I've never even had a dentist that didn't break my teeth while he was pretending to fill them, while he was injecting mercury in them. I've never, ever been hugged while I was crying by someone who actually wanted to help me. I've never had someone donate money to me because they cared about my well being. I've never had more than $900 a month. But you're going to go to somebody who takes your money and buys themselves houses and cars and feeds their kids Chick-fil-A and McDonald's. And you think that those people are out to help you. If they're out to help you, why are they spending your money on McDonald's? I even fucking struggle to buy Lily cat food every month. And I can't even fucking say it because if I say it out loud, then I'm affirming it into the universe. I just usually sit there silently fucking suffering day in and day out in this apartment by myself. Nobody calls me, not even my mom. Like, maybe she'll call me once a month, twice a month. Nobody calls me. No one text messages me. No one barely ever messages me on Facebook unless it's to steal or to insult me somehow. No one comes to visit me. No, I mean, literally the only person who's been in this apartment in 3 months was my dad to pick me up to go home for Christmas for 24 hours. That's the last time I saw a living person other than a cashier. No one has given me a fucking red cent except for when it was Christmas and I got $100 from my mom. My entire life has been like this. I was not given birthday presents after I was 12 years old because I was a teenager and I was too old. Like, you guys have no idea the life I've been through, and some of you people think I'm spoiled. Do you know how much it took for me to get all this? From the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. I did this with the Dollar Tree. What do you think I could do with $1,000 a month? How do you think I could help the world with $1,100 a month? How do you think I could help the world with my own fucking house? If I had clothes that fit, if I had teeth to where I could eat an apple. How do you think I could help the world if I had a car or a cell phone that isn't from 2014? I'm still using a Samsung Galaxy that my ex gave me 7 years ago, 8 years ago, because I can't afford to get anything else. And it's not because I don't try, or it's not because I don't manifest money. It doesn't come to me because there's forces at work beyond my control. So when you're out there donating to people, please look at who you're fucking donating to. Some of those idiots don't need your money. They're stealing it from you. They're fucking stealing it from you, eating McDonald's and then shitting it out, laughing as they're gaining weight and covering themselves in MAC cosmetics and, getting tit implants and all this shit. And you guys are like, oh yeah, that's a real good friend right there. Well, that person was on my channel and she's been copying my shit. I don't know if you have the discernment enough to realize that yet. And she's been causing energetic siphons from my channel to hers. I don't know if you've noticed that yet. She's even using the same tarot cards I use. I don't know if you've noticed that yet. I've been really coy about naming them. I don't know if you've noticed that yet because I'm hoping you can use your own discernment to figure out the real deal for yourself so that you can never be fooled again. I don't know if you've noticed that yet because I know exactly what's going on, but I'm not speaking it out fully because I'm waiting for you guys to see it too so that I can say, yeah, I know. I'm glad you see it too now. There are a lot of channels on the internet that view my channel and take things from here. They use my words, my teachings, my speaking, the words that and teachings that come through me, and the wisdom I've gained through my suffering of my first-hand experiential life as if it's theirs. And you guys, some of you throw money on them while I'm sitting here trying to figure out how I'm going to feed Lily something wet. I have to go to neighbors and be like, you guys got a can of tuna? Yeah, I paid my rent and paid the bills. I don't have enough with my disability check to go buy cat food because a fucking bag of cat food is $60. A can of cat food for an entire month is almost $70. A fucking watermelon is $16. How much do you think food stamps are giving me? How much do you think my disability check each month is giving me? I'm not asking you for money. I'm asking you to notice where you're spending your money. Because some of the people you're giving money to are using it from you for their own personal gain. And you guys are suffering because of it. People like celebrities, people like corporations and entity owners, these Instagram and TikTok witches that are completely fake. They just utilize information they get from real oracles because secret societies told them where to go get it. Hey, go subscribe to this channel or don't subscribe to this channel and make sure you copy paste everything. And they're like, okay, cool. But real oracles like me, we can sense that shit. But if I tell you flat out who they are, then I become the accuser. But if I point it out to you and say, hey, look in that direction, what do you see? Then your discernment gets leveled up. So in a way, I have to be the punching bag, right? I have to be the target so that you can see who's firing at the target. Now, it's not my job to tell you what to do after that. But if you're going to go fill the pockets of the person firing at the target, what do you think the universe is going to do to you? Whereas if you go and unravel the target and remove it from line of sight from the person firing, and then we go and kick the person's ass that was firing at the targets together, what do you think the universe is going to do for you then? Do you think Jesus wants you to go into a church and put money in their donation box? Or do you think Jesus Christ wants you to come to a real oracle and help them? Do you think Christ wants you to go and give someone $100 because they're sitting there shaking their tits for you on screen? Or do you think Christ wants you to go and take care of your mother? What do you think Christ wants you to do with that $100 bill that's in your life or isn't in your life? To give it to some whore sucking dick after she's off camera? Or to give it to some old lady living with a fucking cat that can't afford to feed herself? Choices. Choices. And society as a whole has been making choices to where they're choosing their own downfall. And people like me are here going, you guys see what's happening, right? Like, it can be 1% of the elite, or it can be 100% of all of us. It doesn't matter. Why are you guys going that way? They can all be going playing fiddler on the roof and following each other like lemmings down a cliff. It doesn't mean you need to go that way. Especially when someone like me is sitting here going, hey, you see this piece here I've made from the dollar store? Imagine what I can do with $10,000 a month. Imagine what I could build with $100,000 a year or a month or fucking whatever. I can't even count that high. I've never had more than 900 a month. Even when I had a job, they only paid me, what was it back then, $5.25 an hour at Ulta Cosmetics? Like, bitch, please. I arranged that entire store and I was doing the assistant manager's job. And they kept leaving me and like for promotions and passing me by and giving it to these tall, blonde, fucking giant tittied people that are like, really sex sells kind of people. While me, that was training them, was getting paid $5.25 an hour or $4.75 an hour, and they were getting paid over $60,000 a year for what I trained them to do. And here it is again. I've literally been training people on fucking YouTube. And what am I getting paid? A disability check. What are they getting paid? Houses and cars and diamonds. And it's not their fault. It's not my fault. Whose issue is it? The hands of God scattering the gifts. It's you guys. God is showing you guys. Do you want the truth or do you want the glamour? Because the truth, you'll look at it like a victim. The glamour, you'll look at it like it's sexy and it's got its shit together. When in reality, the glamour is just glamour. It's fake. The truth is the reality that hasn't been established and looked at yet. The things we avoid looking at, the things we deny, the things we push away and say, we're not looking at that, that's a low vibration. When the real low vibration is the lies that come to you as high vibration, like the news. I'm gonna go and get myself some tea and honey and stuff. I love you guys. Please use your discernment on what you watch, how you watch, who you're donating to, and why. Do not allow yourself to be deceived by these people, okay? Do not. I can't tell you this in any other way anymore. If you cannot tell a snake oil salesman from an actual medicine woman, I don't know what to tell you. If this video hasn't helped you figure out who's been lying to you, then I don't know what else to do. I mean, I really can't come to you any more authentic than I have. I've been in front of the camera with my face. I've been in front of the camera with my fucking belly roll. I've been in my bathrobe in front of you. I've been angry at Lily in front of you. I've been crying in front of you. I have not hid anything from you. I've told you my dreams. I've told you my fears. I've told you my monthly income. You know where I live. You know how old I am. You know where I was born. I've hid nothing. Nothing. You know my birth name. You know my chosen name. And you know the names I had in between. I've told you everything. I don't lie. I don't hide. And I don't pretend. Be careful of those that do. Thank you, Tristan. As are you, my dear. You have been one of the kindest people I have met on the internet, Tristan. You really genuinely have, and I am deeply grateful for your presence on this channel and on the earth. The world needs more people like you. And apparently like me too. So I guess kudos to both of us. Pat ourselves on the back. All right. I'm going to go play with Lily for a bit, get myself some tea, and I might be back later tonight. I don't know. I went to sleep last night at 11:30 and I woke up at 4:30 and I went to sleep at 7 a.m. again to take a nap and I woke up like 20 different times. I'm not tired. So I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do the rest of this night, but I might just fall asleep again. I don't know. Oh, the dream I had today while taking a nap. Bro, you guys be careful because I kept seeing a church in a hospital. I was in a hospital in those little churches they have in hospitals. I was in one of those. And there was a woman there with long brown black hair, very straight, very thin, long black hair. And she had a tarantula in her hand. And there was a man talking to her, telling her to stay by the door and not let me out. And every time I tried to get out of that churchy place, she kept bringing me this orange and black tarantula. She's like, "Don't make me throw this on the floor." Eventually, by the end of the dream, I ran down the aisle and like plowed through her, and I have no idea what happened to that fucking tarantula. All I saw is the bug like fly up out of her hand, and it was gone. But I remember the feeling of being afraid of that bug, and then as I ran through it, realizing that bug was afraid of me. So I don't know what that means to any of you, but this dream really kind of messed with me. Not in a bad way, but in a kind of, holy shit, how long have I been afraid of cowards kind of way. So pay attention to those around you who are claiming to be helping you, I guess, because some of them could be trapping you with a false sense of fear and a false sense of comfort. Because in the beginning of the dream, I felt comfortable in that church. I was sitting there looking at the stained glass windows until I got bored. And then I was like, I want to leave. And she's like, don't you dare. I got a tarantula here. And I'm like, the fuck? It was the weirdest dream I've had in a long time. And I swear to God, Goddess, I felt like I was a 16-year-old girl. I didn't feel like I was a 41-year-old woman, transgender or not, hermaphrodite or not. I felt like I was a 16-year-old girl being abused by this older woman who was trying to scare me with a bug in a church. I don't know what that means to any of you. I know what it means to me. Somebody using religion and faith and the word of God against me, which is complete bullshit. I'm a fucking oracle. You can't tell me what God's telling you. Like, why wouldn't God tell me? It's like this other girl. I'd show you on Instagram her message and her name, but I have private messages from family members on Instagram, and I don't want to give their messages out on the internet. But this person has a YouTube channel, something divine, something Venus, or something or other. I don't know what her first name is. She messaged me on Instagram asking me, hey, can you sign up for a private reading? The universe has a message for you. And I was like, wait, what? Did this person with 100,000 plus subscribers and followers just message me telling me that the universe has a message for me from her? Divine something, penis, Venus, I don't fucking know what her name is. I don't even know who the fuck she is. I think I must have seen a video from her like years ago somewhere and like left a comment, and she must have like been stalking my page the entire time. I don't know. But it's ridiculous. Like, does she not know who she was talking to? It's like me going to a baker and saying, hey, Mr. Baker, I got this bread you never knew about. Okay, is it using any other ingredients? Nope, same exact ingredients you're using, but it's a different kind of bread. Well, that's just not possible then, is it? If you're giving me eggs, flour, and sugar in the same equal amount, then it's not any different, is it? A flower is a flower, a rose is a rose. An oracle is an oracle. And if you're coming to me telling me the universe has a message for me through you, you better tell me what that message is without telling me to pay you first. Because if God wants me to know something, God's going to tell me. Just like if God wants you to know something, God's going to tell you. God's not going to tell you, go give that person money. They have something to tell you. God will just tell you through a bird, through a leaf, through color variations, through a piece of newspaper on the floor as you walk down the street, through a piece of broken sticks and stones that you walk across that will be like a metaphor for people throwing sticks and stones at you. Use your mind, guys. Use your heart. God doesn't want you to pay for what God is telling you. God wants you to share that energy for people who are helping you, not for people who are telling you, God has a message for you in here. You better give me $47,000 or else you're never going to know. Well, here, you don't need to pay me. Here's your messages. Like, it's not about money. It's about gratitude. It's about discernment. It's about supporting each other. It's about building community together. It's about coming together as an entire tapestry of life in unity with each other, regardless of if we're archons or aeons, demons or angels. So please be careful of these false prophets, because there's a time coming, and I know some of you know this. Oh no, what did I do? Oh no. I clicked an F button and my screen is all screwy. Oh, dang it. Go gadget know how. Oh my god. I need to go fix this. But I was going to say, there's a time coming where you guys are going to see exactly who the liars are. And God, Goddess is asking you to, like I said in the previous video, pick a side. Are you with the deceivers or are you with the truth speakers? Is your money going to support the new earth, or is it going to the downfall of the earth you stand upon? And do you think that if you're supporting a new earth, that you're going to be magically transported to a new earth, or that you're going to see the earth you're on with different eyes? Discernment. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Click that fucking like button to tell YouTube to shut the fuck up and promote my channel. Subscribe if you haven't. There are over 76,000 of you watching my channel. 76,000 of you on the analytics are watching my channel. 76,000 of you. So when you think I'm calling you out about not liking a video, it's not just about you, it's about the other 75,999. Okay? Just go to my channel, click the About section, and look at how many times my channel's been clicked on. And then in another video, I can show you the analytics of the people watching my channel. It's from all over the world. But when you're looking at my channel and you're seeing the subscribers and the likes and the views, it's like 2 views, 1 view, 10 views, 1 like. It's because the channel is shadow banned because there's not enough interaction. So YouTube clears it from the recommendation list because there isn't enough interaction in the comments and the likes. It's not because I'm speaking something and the Illuminati's are fucking getting me. No, it's simple algorithm and science and mathematics. 76,000 people at the least watch my channel on a day-to-day basis. It's right there for you to see. From those 76,000 people, how many of you are actually showing gratitude? And how many of those 76,000 people do you think are profiting off of what they're stealing here? And out of those, how many do you think they're lying to on their platforms? Think about it. Right now it says there's 2 people in the chat room. But I'm looking at the participants in the chat and it says I'm the only one because features have been disabled on my channel. Do you remember when I had the community tab? Where did the community tab go? I didn't disable it. There's not even an option to turn it on. But it's been disabled because there's a new YouTube feature that says we can only have a community tab when there's 500 subscribers or more. I've never had 500 subscribers, but I had a community tab. It's not any personal attack against me. It's YouTube's algorithms and YouTube's platform and what they allow to be there. In order for me to live stream outside this apartment, I need 1,000 subscribers. In order for me to get that super chat button on the bottom of that chat boxy thing, wherever it is on your screen, we need 1,000 subscribers. In order for me to get to 1,000 subscribers, we need everybody watching the videos to click the like button and to subscribe. Because I already have 76,000 of you viewing this channel. All you got to do is click the red button. Ask yourself why you haven't. And those of you who are purposefully stealing from me, rest assured the universe is waiting for the exact time where you feel stable, safe, and secure for it to go right back to sender. Because it's my energy. You can't profit off my energy. It's just not possible. Whatever you're profiting from by stealing from me, whomever you guys are that steal, not the others of you who are good people, but those of you who steal because you lack confidence in your own abilities. Those of you that are stealing will have everything stolen from you because that's karma. It's not me doing dark magic on you. It's not me doing woo-woo or juju. I don't deal with dark magic. I don't deal with ill intent. I barely deal with return to sender. I leave it all in the hands of Christ because Christ knows better than I do. So be careful what you guys are doing. Because despite how much you've stolen from me, I still give a fuck about your life because I have to look at you in the kingdom of heaven. I have to walk with you in the kingdom of heaven. I have to look at you as a child of God instead of spitting in some of your faces and slapping you across the fucking face for stealing. Like, no, just don't even come near me at all because I cannot show you the respect that you think you deserve when you've spent your physical incarnation stealing from me. I'd rather strangle you. Like, not physically harm you, but I'd rather strangle you like Homer Simpson strangling Bart Simpson for a while. Like, give back what you took. It doesn't belong to you. And when the universe takes it back, I pray to God and Goddess that your children do not suffer because of what you did, that your great-grandchildren, that your descendants do not suffer for what you did in this lifetime that you thought you got away with. How much more do I need to warn you? Do I need to tell you and guide you to do the right thing? Whether you're stealing, whether you're denying, whether you're hurting yourself even by not telling the people you love that you love them. What are you going to do? Wait till they're a corpse and you're standing over their casket or coffin and you're like, I should have told you I love you. Yeah, you should have. If only there was somebody who was telling you, oh, wait, there is. It's me. Hi. Come on, peeps. Come on, man. You can either color with crayons or you can learn what color actually is. You can steal someone else's crayons or you can ask for your own. And if you're going to steal from someone else's crayons, guess what? The teacher is eventually going to show up into the classroom and say, give back what belongs to the other students. It's like walking through the gates when Inanna walked through all those gates of hell. She had to let go of everything that wasn't hers until she was only butt crack naked in front of the last gate of the underworld with nothing but herself, her bare skin. When you're asked to do that by God, what's left on you? when you have to remove your fake tits and your fake teeth and your fake hair and your fake clothes and your fake energy and your fake homes and your fake cars and your fake personalities, what's actually there? A wounded child. And here I am talking to you and that wounded child and all of us saying, stop hurting other people because it's only going to come back to you. I know I hurt somebody deeply before, someone I was really in love with. I lost everything. They really hurt me. And you know what they lost? They lost me. God yanked me away from them because that asshole wasn't giving me any form of human decency. He was cheating on me in the basement while I was cooking him dinner. He was getting his dick sucked on Grindr with a bottle of wine in our laundry room. God took everything from him. He took me. He left him with all the bullshit material stuff. Did it hurt me? Absolutely. That guy stole my grandfather's belongings. He stole my cats. He stole my clothes, underwear, paintings I had. He stole my fucking house. He stole my house keys with his mom. Am I bitter about it? Kind of. I mean, it really fucking sucked. But do I know why it happened? Absolutely. The guy did not deserve me. He was treating me like shit, taking me for granted. And no matter how much I cried, no matter how much I begged to go on a fucking date, he was busy getting his dick sucked. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about parents who don't want to come visit me. Nothing I can do about sisters and brothers who only message me barely on Facebook or to send me a meme on Instagram once a month. There is nothing I can do about people giving their money away to thieves and liars, other than point it out. There's nothing I can do to help you preserve the love of your life from walking away from you, other than to tell you, you should be better. You should treat them better. You should say nicer things to them. You should be more honest. You should give to them more and give to yourself more. It's common sense, but common sense seems to be lacking in this universe. I don't know why. I mean, really, why would you go fucking buy things at Walmart when there used to be mom and pop shops? Now there's nothing but Walmarts, and people are like, we hate Walmart. Well, we told you you would, one of you fucking 30 years ago. And now there's children that were born 20 years ago who don't even know what life was like before cell phones. And those people are raising other children. God have mercy on us. God have mercy on us. And then you want, like, God wants me to write children's books, but then he sends thieves stealing my work. God wants me to help you do this, but then God sends thieves to steal my work. God puts me in a position to reach everybody from the lowest vibration, and you guys piss and shit on me and say, look at that bitch in poverty. I had to be here so you could see me, because if I was up there as a fucking empress of the world, you'd be like bowing your knees in front of me, which isn't the point at all. The point was for you to see me as a human being before you see me as a queen or a goddess. That way you can see the goddess and queen and king inside of you as well. You can recognize how we're all gods and goddesses now. But some of you guys miss the point. And you think, oh, she has multiple personalities. Bitch, so do you. You guys think, oh, she has a mental illness and she's poor and she doesn't take care of her teeth. Incorrect, incorrect, incorrect. There is technology you don't know about. It's called directed energy weapons. It's called the frequency of the mouth area. Your chakra, your throat chakra has a frequency, doesn't it? You think some evil genius hasn't figured out how to make a weapon that shoots from a global positioning satellite targeted on one person to fuck with their teeth? Do you know what brown noise is? Do you know what pink noise is? Do you know what white noise is? Do you know what happens when you weaponize those? Do you know you can make someone shit themselves walking down the street by firing brown noise at them through a global positioning satellite from space? Do you know you can direct an energy weapon from space at somebody and have them have a heart attack or just fall right over, right on top of their face? And it was done by a targeting system by some fat fuck sitting in an office in a deep underground military base, clicking a button like a coward. And you think I didn't brush my teeth? Bitch, I flossed my teeth 3 times a day and brushed them twice a day, coconut oil pulled for my entire fucking life. They still decayed. Why? Because I had to learn about directed energy weapons and what they're capable of. And you guys are like, oh, she's so poor. It's not about me being poor. It's not about me being anything. It's about you seeing the effects of weaponry you don't know about. So I'm going to go, because I'm thirsty and I'm getting a little, what is it called? Nibblish? I don't know. I need a snack. You guys, click that like button. Sage your houses. If you can, get frankincense. It's better. All you need to do is get charcoal briquettes, like the little round, like teeny weeny ones for like hookah devices. Get those little charcoal pieces. There's like boxes of them for $10 that have like 100 little briquettes. Super easy. You just light them up real quick and let it be. Pour little bits of frankincense tears. Like you can get big hojari frankincense, or you can get the little tears. There's different versions. I don't like really promoting other channels anymore because they get a weird ego boost. They think I'm stalking them or something. Like there were a few channels I recommended a few months, I think it was a month ago, and I was like, you guys should go check these channels out. Do you have any idea how much shit those people talked about me? Oh my God, I was being guided to share messages with them as a collective because we were all being shown something glorious happening, and they thought I was trying to join their clique. Oh my fucking God. Like, I can't even begin to tell you, like, I want to refer you to different channels that I know are genuine, but their ego is not in check yet. They think that because I'm talking about them, I'm trying to be a part of their clique. Bitch, I don't want to sit with you. I got my own seat. I'm just bringing people to you because I thought you guys were genuine fucking people. My mistake. But lo and behold, I'm gonna fucking do it again because apparently I can't learn my lesson. There is a card reader who is actually pretty fucking good. I don't watch her videos. I've watched maybe 2 or 3 of her collective readings over the recent 2, 3 years. Like once, I have one video per year, I think around New Year's. And YouTube showed her back up again on my YouTube recommended list right around New Year's again. Her channel name is Queen Cup, and she's pretty good. I'll give her that. And she has the reason I want to recommend her to you is because she does something with frankincense. She works with the people actually getting the frankincense from the actual place that it's from, instead of like the people stealing it and harvesting all that stuff from and not giving back to the community. She's working with the communities in the Middle East and all that to where they're being paid for their frankincense fairly. Her channel is Queen Cup, and you can go to her and see her shop. I would be doing this myself, but lo and behold, I'm being stepped on cosmically, so I can't do this yet. But go to her or go to Amazon.com, get frankincense, get charcoal briquettes, use that instead of sage. Okay, say in sage, there's a time and place for it, just like there's a time and place for Palo Santo. But if you really want to get these entities and thought forms out of your fucking head, use pure frankincense. It is scientifically, clinically, everythingly proven. It lifts depression, adjusts appetite disorders, removes entities, and it's the purest fragrance that cleans the air in your home better than plants and air filters. Okay? Get frankincense. If you don't know where to get it and you want to get it from somebody who's supporting the people, get it from Queen Cup or a provider on an Amazon or a website that gives back to that community. You don't want to be supporting people who are stealing, okay? Stay away from that Venus channel, divine whatever. Stay away from her. She messaged me asking me to pay her for a message from the universe. The bitch has over 200,000 subscribers. What the fuck do you need me to pay you for? I get less than 900 a month. Be careful with channels who name themselves vividly whatever fucking flavors and bullshit, because it's not just their energy. It's like 31 flavors of 31 different channels that they're copy pasting. Be careful with people who think that I'm attacking them when I'm simply showing them their true colors. Kind of like the other few channels I was recommending to you, and they thought I was trying to ride their coattails. Fuck you guys, fuck you guys, fuck you guys. I wasn't trying to steal anything from you. I was trying to help you see clearly. If you think I'm trying to ride your coattails, fuck you. I don't need your coattails. I have an entire planet that I'm a part of, and once you guys are wiped out of existence, I'll still be here creating another new Earth. I don't need you. So, yeah. And be careful with people messaging you pretending to be me. Okay? Please. I will never, ever, ever message you. Ever. Not even on Facebook. I don't even message my brother on Facebook. I wait for people to come to me. It's just how it is. I don't reach out to people. I suffer silently. It's something I need to deal with. I don't have any friends, and all the friends I've ever had have betrayed me in some way. There's only been like 3 people in my life, or 4, that haven't ever betrayed me, and I cherish those people with more than I do a lot of other things. So if somebody's messaging you as Eve of Sophia or the Starkindler, tell them to fuck off. If somebody's telling you the website address of the Starkindler or Eve of Sophia or Roma anything, tell them to fuck off. I only have Instagram, and it's the Starkindler, and it used to be Eve of Sophia. You can still find it as both. I don't post on it. I have one email address, and it's eveofsophia@hotmail.com. And my PayPal says my first full birth name, my legal documented birth name. Okay? I have nothing to hide from you. My Facebook has all of my pictures of my face. You can look at it all you fucking want. It's Celeste A on Facebook. That's the only one. And this is the only YouTube channel I have. There are no other YouTube channels. There's no Star Kindler 2.0 or the Kindled Stars bullshit. No, no, no. Just no. There's no need for that. There's no need for multiple channels. There's no need for multiple personality channels. If you have one platform, fucking use that platform authentically. You don't need to make one for your card readings, one for your subliminal messages, one for your cooking recipes, one for your how to have butt sex, one for how to clean your twat. You don't need all that shit. Good God. I mean, could you even imagine going to a school and then having a teacher have 4 different classrooms, and they're like, okay, we're going to talk about math, but now we're going to go to that room and talk about division. And then we're going to go to this room and talk about fractions. Bitch, do it all in here. Why are you making everybody jump around? You could have 1 million subscribers on one channel, but you have it scattered across 3 different channels. I'm going to go for real this time. Smash that like button, you guys. Pretend you're the Hulk. Smash it. I love you. Take care of yourselves.